Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of No Tea, Just Coffee. I am Jordan.
And I'm Tam.
So today, y'all, we got a good topic, or the meat and potatoes is going to be,
How do you get over an ex?
and how do you is the question, okay? And then also shoot the shit, shout out to Plies.
His crazy rants, okay? I love Plies, but he always has something crazy.
Always. His car chronicles, if you will.
Yes.
So we're going to get into that as well, too.
Oh, man.
So, meat and potatoes. How to get over an ex.
Man, that's a good question.
How do you get over an ex? I think Sam and I were like, what's that saying? It's not the best.
It's not the best. What is it?
The best way
to get over somebody is to get under somebody?
Yes.
I mean, hey, I think we've all done that at one point in time.
Let's just numb our feelings until we do get over it.
Yeah.
What would you say?
How to get over an ex? I'm just trying to think. That's not easy. You know, like, especially like if you think about the time that you've been with the person, and how just how much you have invested in this person, definitely makes it a little bit more difficult because I think any breakup, whether it could be a friendship too, right?
Yeah.
Any kind of breakup, it's almost like you're mourning a loss, you know? And so I do think that you need to give yourself like time to like grieve and get over it, you know?
I also think if you want to get over them, don't go back to them. Stop.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I know it's hard to cut off communication, but it's like you reopening that wound, which I done been there. It's like, I'm over it. And then they call.
You keep going back.
They reel you back in. But then it's like you just like re-triggered every time. And then it's harder and harder to get over it. So if you really feel like you need to get over this person or need to be done with them, you got to like cut off that communication.
But then that goes back to how do you do that, right? Because it's easier said. And I've been in that situation where I'm like, I'm over him. I'm not gonna whatever. And then
you dang near got to trick yourself. Like
he you know, they hit me up or whatever. I'm like, dang, I'm back in it. And so, you know, it goes back to, okay, well, how do you get over that? For me, I would say it's. I mean, well, no. I mean, I was gonna say keep yourself surrounded. You know, keep yourself busy doing stuff. But if you're also not a person who is
busybody.
A busybody, like I'm a busybody, so it'd probably be a little bit easier for me to be able to do and say that. But then on the other end, if you're just like a work, go at home, so you have that time to just kind of sit, think, cry, and
especially
all that.
if they were built into your everyday schedule.
Exactly.
Now, what I did do is years ago, I had to like trick myself. I blocked and deleted the number out of my phone and blocked them from social media. Because I didn't even want to see anything in my feed.
So that's what I was going to say. I've literally never taken the time, strength, or energy to go to my phone to block a person from. I've never done that. I ain't got time. Like I just never. But I would agree with that. Like you need to like completely remove them if you really are saying that you want to like. You're done with this relationship for whatever the reason is, you know, like.
I mean, in some cases, like, to your point too, it just depends on how invested you were. Like if you head over heels for somebody, for me, I got to go cold turkey and work through those emotions because it's a mind game because really.
They know what they're doing.
I was just going to say.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
guys, but y'all know what y'all doing.
You playing with this.
Yeah.
You know you're not good for me. But we keep going around and around. So I got to just cold turkey to the point where, like, I'm not going to places he normally goes because our friend circle was very close. And so I'm like, I have to really remove myself. And even if it is not going to that same club when we had good clubs in Indy, and just kind of give myself some space and time because you are going to run into them again.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Indy's, I mean, most cities, especially ours, is very small. So you're going to see them again.
Is it bad that I'm actually still, like, pretty cool with all my exes? I don't think that, like, all relationships, have to end bad.
No,
I don't believe in, like, I've never really believed, and it's probably because growing up, like my mom, she's, you know, I've just seen her still like hold like friendships with her exes, and now, you know, they're remarried or they have kids, you know, and so I've been the same way. Now I'm just trying to think, like with my last relationship, that was like, we were together for like 3 years. Yeah. And he was built into my schedule. Again, my schedule's already busy, but he was built into it. Right. And it was just like a weird feeling, because it was something that I had to get used to with him not always being there.
Well, and like stuff happens.
Phone calls, you know, all of that. It was just very weird. Yeah. But cold turkey. Yeah. I just we had, even not just me, him as well. Like we both were very much invested in it. Yeah. And it was hard for both of us.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, I did have to like cold just turkey. Stop. And then after that, like,
you just kind of go back.
Yeah.
And that is a good point too, because like most of my exes, we either grew up together or we had mutual friends. So if we were to see each other, we know what it is. Like, we ain't trying to cross that boundary, and there's nothing but respect. Of course, I done ran into my exes in Indy. It's a small city. We show nothing but love, but we knew that we got a cold turkey. Now, when we see each other in passing, it's hi, how are you? And we keep it moving.
Well, see, so, I'm saying like, hey, how you like?
Oh, see, that I can't do, because my husband would.
Well, yeah. I mean, and let me also say, like, it's not. Let me just clarify that it's not, we ain't hitting up every day, every week, every month, whatever. It may be like a cool, like, what I'm saying is we are still like, we're just we're friends. Like the feelings them left. We done went through what we went through, whatever, got over it. And it's just now like, hey.
I don't think anything's wrong with that. I do think that.
Hey, kids, I don't know.
You have to just know boundaries, like your boundaries and your significant other. That may work, you know, and you just have to also just check in with your partner and see, because it may work if, you know, you still friends and y'all keep up every now and then again. So I don't see anything wrong with that. It just has to be something that you and your new partner or whatever is okay with that. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was getting at. I just don't think that all like relationships have to be like this bad ending and then even like future, you know. But I guess going back to the question of like, how do you get over an ex? I think that
time
depends on the person too. You know, everyone has their methods, I guess, or their ways. You know, for me, it is the time, and it is, I think, just being like strong, like, what's the word? Strong-minded, maybe? Strong-willed, and knowing like if there is a situation where maybe he's trying to hit me up. Yeah. I'm not responding. I see it, you know.
You gotta definitely be strong-willed.
Yeah, but again, everyone isn't, you know.
And it's gonna take practice, because I've been in a vicious cycle. But here's the thing: you got to know why is this person an ex anyway? You know, pettiness. Okay, then y'all don't need to be together anyway. But you got to get at the root of it. Like, what am I looking for? And if that person does not provide me with what I need in the end, you got to keep reminding yourself, because they might contact you or want to get with you. Let's go get drinks. You know, it could be 3 months later, and it's like, well, let me check the temperature of the water, and you get looped back in. But you need to remind yourself, like, why did you let them go in the first place? And do you want to be in that mess again? Like, yeah, you just gotta. I mean, it ain't gonna be easy. It don't happen overnight. Yeah. Some of my friends be like, yeah, such and such call me. I'm like, Jesus, it's back again.
But also, I think it like. You also have to be ready too, because you know, you can have the support of your friends and you can call them every night, you know, whatever. You can do all that, but at the end of the day, if you're not really ready to let go of a person, then don't waste our time. Seriously. Like, you know, like seriously. And you know, I can even say that for myself, you know, like you know when you are done, especially a woman, okay?
It ain't like, no question.
it can be just the smallest thing, and you like, I'm done. Over this ish. Like, I'm not about to keep doing it.
And it may take 2 years to, because really, it's, for me, it's like a buildup. And then it could be just something real petty, but all that stuff done built up over this period of time, and it clicked like done.
I can tell you done. Right now with my ex, bless his heart. He asked me he just asked me a question. That's it. That was it. Child. We didn't have he just asked me a question, and I was like,
I'm sick of this shit. I'm done. I'm done.
You know? And the guy and I will say this, the person wasn't a bad person. Like he's a great guy. But I was just like,
I'm done.
I can't. Again, 3 years. We were together for 3 years, you know?
And you can only, because here's the thing, and I'm not saying all women, but we could know like a year in advance. And we could still stay in a relationship, but we done cut ourselves like emotionally off. And it's really, we just trying to get all that out so we can make a clean transition out of there. Because mentally, for me, I had to prepare myself. Like, okay, I knew 6 months beforehand, this is not going to work. But it just took so long because I was invested in time, head over heel, all those things. And then it was just.
Mine was worse. I knew we were together for 3 years. I knew after the first year. But it's like, you keep.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Damn.
But I know that sounds so bad. But he was, and still is. Seriously, like, he's a great guy.
I really want to know what made you. I do want to know. Like, I know this is enough topic. I'm sorry, y'all. But what made you stay in
listening
it?
To everybody else. This is why I walk to the beat of my own drum. Yeah. I've always been that. I'm not a follower. I've never been that. But when you hear, like, we look good together. Okay, we did. Yeah. We look good together. But when you got everyone like, oh, he's so this and this, that, and the third.
No, that's true.
Like, conforming to what you're supposed to do or what society says, and this, that, and the third. Yes. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. Yeah. And I keep saying he's a great guy because he is. It's just we weren't compatible for each other. But I knew after I had a feeling like this. After a year. But I think that we keep trying to get like excuses, one excuse after the other, and he's such a good guy, and we do look good together, and whatever the reasons are, but you're just like excuse after excuse after excuse. But
it is hard too if you do have the same circle of friends.
And also, like, sometimes I think they're thinking about maybe their relationship, their life, how it worked for them and whatnot. And they don't mean any ill will behind it, but it's like everyone doesn't fit into that
they do not
norm. And I definitely don't. If you know me, I think differently. I don't follow like that. It's just never been me. But in that case, I was trying to follow. Yeah. And I knew like it wasn't it. So and again, that one was a very hard one to get over. I felt like hell. Yeah, no, I felt like the bad guy.
Well, because, but I just, like you said, you are mourning,
and I just had to, and I just had to give myself time to like literally grieve.
Yes,
like it was probably like a good 2-3 weeks where we like no commute, like nothing, like not a peep. And by the time I did hear from him again, I personally feel like I had gotten through what I needed to get through because I already knew like this just isn't my person, right? Granted, it was still hard, but I just needed to give myself time to like grieve for a minute. Yeah. Whatever that looked like, you know what I mean?
I think also sometimes too, we like afraid to be alone without somebody.
There are people like that, yeah.
Now for me, my favorite thing is to be alone. Like I naturally just like my me time. Yep. My husband knows that too. Like it'll be it'll be days and he'll be like, okay, you need your me time. And him and my son, my furry son, they'll go do something, or I'll go away, or I'll be in my room with the door closed, and they'll just be, because I like to be in my own space.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes it is hard, especially if this person has been ingrained in your everyday. And sometimes it is kind of it's kind of shameful in the sense you're like, dang, this relationship didn't work out, and I done took him around all these people, these family gatherings, we went on trips. So it's like all this stuff going through your mind, but
yeah,
you
gotta tell your family.
You gotta tell your family. and then when you go, that was one thing. You go to family get-togethers and ask them, where's such and such?
Child,
you know, he's just not here.
He's not
I don't
here.
want to keep reliving this. Yeah. So that is very hard to transition into being by yourself, but I feel like you're much stronger on the other side, and you're more like definite about what you want and what you don't want. But it does take a while to kind of get out of that, because it's just like, Lord, he's not here.
Right.
Like, and I'm not getting into the details.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
That is annoying.
I'm not
what
sharing
happened?
it.
We didn't work out.
Now, can we go get this potato salad, or let's go outside?
I'm not about to do all that. Like, it just didn't work out.
It's my business.
Yeah.
And you don't have, that's another thing. It's your business. You don't have to explain it to anybody, because you went through, you and him know. And I would always be like, look, one thing for me before I break up with somebody, there's going to be a clear decision made that we both understand. We may not agree with it, because if I feel like I got to step away, you may not agree with it, but you're going to know what it is, because for me, if you leave things uncertain and unsaid, like...
It leaves the door open.
Leaves the door open.
It's cracked just a little bit.
I want you to know.
Yep.
Why we're breaking up and why we're not talking anymore. And if we see each other in public, I don't want to give you any reason to think that if I'm with somebody else, you can come step in and say anything like, I ain't heard from you in a while, or why you... It ain't no question.
Nope.
Don't even try it.
No questions asked.
So clear communication. And
I agree.
Listen, and do what you got to do. I mean, distance yourself, block, whatever you got to do. Just do it, because you know, like Tam said, you can feel it in your gut that this ain't for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, that's all I got. I mean, look, my I done already said my method. You got to give yourself time to grieve
and just try everything out. Shoot, just don't go back if you know it's not good.
You know, and if you are one of those, the only way to get over somebody, or what is again?
Yeah, to get
what basically.
Yeah,
if you are one of them people who just gonna have some fun, let's keep it at a minimum. You know,
let's keep it at a minimum.
You know,
don't get reckless.
We're not
out here.
saying to go out there and just go wild and crazy. You know, just want to put that disclaimer out
and
there.
And sometimes you just want to have a senseless episode.
Sometimes you just want to have fun.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know,
just be safe. You know, protect yourself, because you don't want have no baby by a stranger or nothing like that.
I ain't judging.
But
okay,
do what you got to do.
Be smart.
Yeah, we grown.
Yeah.
Anywho, ready for shoot the shit?
I am ready for shoot the shit.
Okay.
Wait, but before we get into that,
yes.
I am curious though to see like what other people think, like
how to get over an ex.
Like, what do you do to like get over someone
That's
or
true.
get over an ex? Like, what are your methods? Because we just over here kind of throwing some stuff out there or relating it to maybe how we did it. But I am curious to hear that. So
yeah, let us know what you think in the comments.
Okay, shoot the shit.
Okay, Tam, you're gonna have to say now. What was it? Plies?
So Plies, love Plies. Okay,
yes.
I love Plies.
Hilarious.
He is so funny. So this is a while back. He he gets he always has these chronicles in his car.
Car chronicles, yep.
And so he was like, he basically said that he couldn't be in a relationship with someone and they have like a best friend or something like that, and they have friendships. He said because then that's then he's in two relationships. And I'm like, or he has to compete. Oh, he has to compete with the other relationship or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, that's what? I was like, I mean, that's it's an interest. I mean, I get it, like, and I get it, like, okay, you have another relationship that you have to compete with. Yeah, like,
but it's not even a competition.
It's not, but also you don't want your girl to have
nobody,
like, no friends. So they just underneath you the entire time.
I'm sorry, if somebody that I'm dating does not have friends, that's a red flag for me.
That's weird.
That is so weird to me.
I don't want no parts of it.
You want to create a long-term relationship with me, but you ain't created that with nobody? Mm-mm. Before me, not even, no friends?
And the thing is, I don't want you underneath me that much.
No.
I need you to go hang out with your boy. You
have a guy's night.
Have fun.
Also, there are conversations that I don't want to have with you. Go ask your guy.
Yeah.
That is a huge red flag. Like, I just, yeah.
And I was like, maybe he can't be serious. But then, like, Plies, he be serious, though, in what he says. And I was like,
he jokes, but he be serious.
I was like, well, I mean, that's interesting, I guess.
Here's the thing. As a woman, like, I need my girl time. Tam know, like, I love having, like, all my friends get together. We go to a concert or go to a festival or do something, because there's nothing like that energy with all my friends. We having fun. It's just, it's fulfilling in a way that it's not with my husband.
Yeah, but also it's a thing of, like, you can't, what she may need to talk, what she goes through as a woman.
Yeah. She can't talk to you about it.
She can't talk to you about that. Just like
but she don't understand.
No, just like if you got your own as a guy, you got, you in the barbershop, y'all got y'all talk,
talk.
Yeah, the barbershop talk or whatever. Same thing.
Yeah.
But then another thing, you are going to get tired of this person so quickly.
110%.
Every day you're with this person, like, everything you guys do.
Now you're gonna be.
That's
in the
what
car.
you're saying. You want to be with someone 24/7. What?
Listen, you know how people be in a car in the driveway waiting. They might be off work, but they be sitting in the driveway for 10, 15 minutes.
Wait, that'd be me. That'd be me.
Oh,
sometimes.
Absolutely. I'll sit in the driveway and get my mind ready, because as soon as I enter that house, it's go mode on another level. So that's a lot of
energy.
And to place that on your mate, you want him to, or her or them, whoever, to know everything and talk about everything and to be your support on every single thing about you.
And that's a little bit possessive, a little bit.
You think so?
Like,
I don't.
Maybe I'm not using the right word, but
that might be the right word.
Like, you don't want your person to have
nobody
else in their life.
Red flag. That's a red flag.
Heck no.
So you just want her
You're not about to be my partner, my best friend, my therapist. You're not about to be all of
That's a lot of weight you place on one individual.
Mm-mm.
And here's the thing. You can't be everything for that person. Like,
no, you can't.
That person may not be developed in a way to where they can give you sound advice on everything.
Yes, they may not be developed.
Seriously. He don't know what he's talking about. Or she don't. You done ask,
funny.
and now they give you unnecessary advice. Wrong advice. Go to the therapist.
He may not be fully developed.
In these areas. Like, he's not your life coach. He's still trying to figure his life out.
Oh, man.
And you want him to, or her, whoever it is.
Right.
Like, get you some friends. Because like Tam said, anybody who is in a long-term relationship, you know you need your space. Mm-hmm. You know you need, let me get out of here and go get some drinks with my friends.
Forget just a relationship. Like that really can, like, just mess up. Well, there are some, what is it? Oh gosh, where they just can't literally separate from each other. I can't think of the term, but I mean, there are some people who are like that. But it's not healthy, though.
No,
and everybody knows that. It's not healthy.
Everybody around them knows.
Everybody around them knows this.
And the thing is, like, why every time I invite her, he coming? Stay. I've been in a situation of, like, why is her boyfriend here?
Yep.
This is a ladies thing, and here he come. I want to be like, do you really want to be here with all these ladies? And he probably does, but then to Tam's point, that's a little, like, red flag-ish. Like, he want to see what you're doing all the time. Like, and I want to talk to you about some things that I don't want him to hear. You know what I mean? Like, this is girl talk.
That is just not cute,
weird.
Actually. Like,
it's just weird. I mean, in the beginning, sometimes, like that puppy love or that honeymoon stage. But yet it's still, like, even when me and Alfred was in that honeymoon stage, I'm still having ladies' night.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I've never been attached like that. Like you said, I would still go out.
Yeah.
I would still do my own thing. They would still do their own, and then we would come together.
What you gonna talk about? Because he was there for everything. I mean,
and also, you're talking to two people who like their space too. Like, what? You don't want me to have no friends? Yeah, you tripping.
Either you gonna have to get over that, or we ain't gonna be together.
This ain't gonna work.
You said what now? My friends are my everything. You better stop playing with me.
Wait, but then I was just thinking, like, okay, so what if you get with someone, they have their friends, so you expect them to just be
break up with them?
Sorry, I can't be friends with you. I just met this new person and they don't like me to have friends.
Now,
like, come on.
I do remember one of my friends, we were talking about, she got married real young, and we were still in high school when she got engaged. So,
oh, geez.
It was like 1 week or 2 weeks. She went like missing from school. Every time we would get together, like in the little locker area, I'd be like, where is such and such? And they'd be like, she didn't come to school. I'm like, again? Because she Velcroed to this. You about to flunk out of high school.
But I can only imagine in high school too. Oh, man, that's your world.
Not there.
That is your world. I am in love.
And you don't see nothing else.
This is, baby, I love you. You're my everything. Sorry, I was just singing that earlier. That's a real thing when you just go mute from your friends and they're like, oh, she booed up with such and such. It's like, okay, well. Actually, I have had some friends that they do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like,
we know. When we don't hear from you, you must got a boo.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I guess there are some people who are like, you don't want me to have no friends, so
create balance.
Thanks for your support all these years or whatever.
I mean, I do remember just being Velcro, but I think the older I got, the more that I like that balance with my friendships because they both bring so much value to my life. So I need both things.
And again, I need advice from my friends because I'm ready to cuss you out about something.
I need you.
But they're going to walk me off the ledge, you know? So you might want someone that has some friends, okay?
That's right. Because you're going to get all the heat.
Oh, man. But anyways, I just thought that was interesting.
That was, yeah.
Well, anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Yeah, same here. All right. You want to close us out? You want me?
All right, y'all.
All right.
Thanks again for tuning in,
watching, like, subscribe, click the button, do all of that.
All of that. And most importantly, subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe, guys. Yo. And comment below on what we talked about today. Even the shoot the shit. Like, do you want your person to not have friends? Or, I hope no one comments and says, yes, no but friends. If that's you, that's hey friend, business. You know. But that's comment below and let us know what you think. So,
all right, until then, don't forget, no tea,
just coffee.
Bye.
Bye, guys.